18 months from today, the most popular job role for freshers will vanish from the US market. 36 months from today, that job role will vanish from India also. So we still have 3 years in India and 1.5 years in US. And that job role is called as very popular among freshers, research assistant. Why am I telling you this? It's because last night I experienced it myself. The name is Agentic AI. Something what used to be done by freshers, they used to be recruited by principal investigators as JRF or SRF or research assistant who used to work in labs collating data, performing some basic experiments, supporting the PI. It's all going to be vanished because Agentic AI is coming. For those who don't believe me, no problem. Wait for 18 months to 36 months in India. But for those who want to be at the frontier of science, who want to understand this new challenge and start creating your own Agentic AI, this video is for you. So what really happened last night? Before I went to bed, I just asked my custom-built Agentic AI to do some target screening. But this morning, I have results. And the results are amazing. The Agentic AI told me what all literature it has surveyed and found out, what all loopholes it has found out, what exactly is the functional group I should be using, what exactly is the molecule which I should use for drug. That is the level at which AI has gone to. Now, the era of designing custom AI probably is going to be gone. Even that is transforming because Agentic AI will design its own algorithm. We don't have to. Now, this is where it gets a little scary. So generally research assistants are hired who will go through literature screening, who will go through all the collection of data, analysis and all of that and then submit reports. If all of that can be done in one night, what a research assistant will do in 4 months can be done in one night. I think this is game changer. But as a fresher, you should not be scared. Instead, you have to embrace technology. Let me give you an example. When the whole world was on Facebook, you embraced Instagram, right? The same way, when the whole world is still talking about AI and boasting about ChatGPT, you have to embrace the next generation, the next level of AI, which is Agentic AI. So in this video, let me highlight how Agentic AI can be utilized in biological research, and that begins with the first step. That will be designing the experiment and hypothesis generation. Now, what is happening with our current system? Designing an experiment is manual, and surveying research papers, identifying the gaps in literature, generating new testable hypothesis is something which is left on to the innovative scientists. Today's systems like bioagents or ChemCrow is already browsing databases, running analysis, proposing experiments, all of this in a loop overnight. So instead of researchers, which is you all, spending time going through databases, spending weeks together in literature review, all of that happens while you are sleeping. Now imagine 4 weeks of work done in one night. Okay? That is a game changer. And the morning when you wake up, your experiments are designed. Your hypothesis is ready to be tested in the lab, right? So AI has still not got to the level of robotic AI. We have seen the algorithmic AI, for example, the large language models. And then now we are seeing the Agentic AI, which is sitting on the top of large language models, but it can do things inside a computer, right? But where it gets interesting is you can give this AI hands and wings and it can fly and walk and swim inside biological data. And that is a game changer. Now, coming to genomics and multi-omics analysis, we all know all of this happens inside a computer, right? So what if we can design an agent which can piece together complex workflow? It can download the raw sequencing data. It can run alignment pipelines. It can perform differential expression analysis. It can cross-reference with pathway databases like KEGG or Reactome and produce interpretable summaries. All of this without you in the loop. While you are sleeping, all of this happens. You wake up and you're like, okay, my results are ready. No manual hand-holding. And you're just talking plain, simple English. You are not even coding in Python, right? So this is particularly powerful for cancer genomics, which of course, upcoming, relevant to the AI/ML and cancer genomics program, which Biotechnica runs. And the best part is, you don't require coding. You just need to know how to handle Agentic AI, how to handle BioAgent, how to handle chemtro. Now, this is where the genomic side is, but the most interesting factor where I am working right now is drug discovery. It really amazes me how agentic AI can automate target identification. Just 4 days ago, I was talking to a scientist in US, and he says what used to take 4 months for him and his entire team for target identification using AI, by the way, is now taking 12 hours. 12 hours of agentic AI and the job is done. It is helping you screen millions of compounds virtually inside a console, like a Linux or a Windows console. Tell the agentic AI, these are the databases, this is what I want to do. It will do and keep it ready while you sleep. It will help you predict protein ligand binding using tools like AlphaFold plus docking simulators. It will design novel drug candidates and iterate based on predicted ADMET properties. And companies like Recursion, Pharmaceuticals, Insilico Medicine are building an entire infrastructure and pipeline around agentic AI, right? So 18 months from today, research assistant jobs will be dead because of agentic AI, okay? And 36 months from today, agentic AI will take over research assistant jobs in India. Now, what can you do to become an agentic AI specialist? Instead of becoming a research assistant, a fresher with low-paying salary, time has come you become a specialist of agentic AI. You can design your own agents and you can sell it to scientists. Now, that is where Biotechnica comes into picture. Around 19th of March, the date is not fixed, but yeah, tentative 19th of March, Biotechnica will be launching. First, we are perfecting our own agentic AI pipelines, and we are going to launch an agentic AI training program. So till date, you were coding, you were designing algorithm, now you're going to design your own agentic AI, which can do whatever I said. And that can be sold to pharmaceutical companies, right? So like always, Biotechnica has always been at the forefront of AI, machine learning, and deep learning. And today, I'm proud to tell you that we are bringing this to all of you. Now, let's go to the next level, which I have told in the past. Of course, that probably we will be able to offer to you in 2027, not in 2026. Definitely by March 2027, we'll have robotics in life science research, AI ML in robotics, and AI agents collaborate with robotic arms to perform lab automation. So for example, for now I told you dry lab agentic AI, right? In future, we'll have wet lab agents. Agents who will perform robotic lab systems, like you must have heard of OpenDROMS or Hamilton. It can literally do physical experiments, dangerous experiments done by AI robots. Right from pipetting to cell culture maintenance to compound screening to feed results back into the AI to designing the next round. The concept of self-driving labs is going to be similar to self-driving cars. If self-driving cars can drive on the road, life science labs are still much more predictable than driving cars on the road. Now, both are apple and oranges. I know it cannot be compared. But the way we are moving, I'm confident by next year, March, Biotechnica will be in position to launch robotics in labs. And we will be hiring aggressively. So if you are learning today, maybe you'll get a job within Biotechnica itself. Now, moving forward to clinical research. This is one very interesting aspect which nobody talks about. Clinical research is more or less about data. So for example, recruiting a patient is one of the biggest tasks today. But agentic AI has the electronic health records. What it will do? It will go through millions of electronic health records and then compare what is the requirement of this drug and give us in this area which are the top 100 patients I should contact and ask them to recruit. And you don't have to even contact. Agentic AI will send them a WhatsApp and an email to those patients, and the patients will automatically come to the lab or the hospital, right? And that is where monitoring the patient in real time is also going to be completely automated using AI. It will auto-generate adverse event reports from social media as well as from the patient data which is being generated inside the hospital. It will cross-reference the trial data against the regulatory database, FDA and EMA database, that, okay, what is expected and what's happening. It will help the clinical research professionals summarize the entire clinical literature, quick reviews. This is going to be a game changer. So even if you are in clinical research, agentic AI is going to come there. Now let's look at another aspect of biological research, very popular nowadays, And we popularly call it as protein engineer. It's a fashion nowadays. Oh, what do you do in a company? I'm a protein engineer, right? Agentic AI is coming here as well. Agents can design synthetic genes, circuits, and optimize protein sequences for desired functions. It can simulate metabolic pathways and validate designs completely and computationally. Before any wet lab work begins, all the dry lab part is taken care of. Tools like Evolutionary Scales ESM, DeepMind's AlphaFold-3 are increasingly being integrated into agentic pipelines. So that's where, again, you are going to see real-world deployment of agentic AI in structural biology, in DNA foundation models, in AI-designed clinical candidates, fully automated wet lab experiments, and automated protocol generation. Now, why this matters to you as a Biotecnika subscriber? There are 3 reasons why we remain unemployed, okay, as a biological researcher. The first is nobody told us. The second is people taught us outdated technologies. And the third is we were lazy. I think the first 2 reasons we can't do anything, correct? But the third reason is let's not be lazy. Let's learn agentic AI. And the best place to learn agentic AI would be Biotecnika. We have designed agentic AI for drug discovery pipelines, and it is being increasingly used in Biotecnika CRO. And we want all of you to learn agentic AI. Before the research assistant jobs is wiped out, you immunize yourself as a fresher or experienced candidate. Biological research has moved from wet lab to dry lab to agentic AI, and then it will move to robotic AI. You have to be ready. Otherwise, the world is brutal. All the best.